Good morning, students. Now, today we are going to start with our second worksheet that is based on real number. Now, students, you have to first fill your name, roll number, division, and write down today's date, that is 24th July. I hope you have filled all the details. Now, let's move to our first question. Choose the correct alternative answer from the following given below questions. Now, first one, which one of the following is an irrational number? And option given is, first A option is root 16 upon 5. B option contains under root 5. C 3 upon 9. And D under root 196. Now, which is an irrational number? From among this four given option, now the irrational number is this one, that is root 5. So you have to tick or circle this answer. Understood? Now we'll move to our next question. What is given? Decimal expansion of which of the following is non-terminating recurring type? So options are, first one 2 upon 5, B option contains 3 upon 16, C is 3 upon 11, and D 137 upon 25. So the answer, that is decimal expansion of which is non-terminating and recurring, is, students, C1. So you have to circle this one, 3 upon 11. It is non-terminating recurring. As previous I have explained, whose decimal, this is whose denominator is the factor of 2 or 5, they are terminating. So here 3 upon 11, 11 is a prime number and it doesn't have the factor 2 and 5. So it is non-terminating recurring type. Now let's move to our third question. What is given? What is root n if n is not a perfect square number? So what are the given option? A natural number, B rational number, C irrational number, and D option A, B, C all are correct. So if it is not a perfect square n, then it is an irrational number. So student, you have to circle C option. That is an irrational number. It would be an irrational number. Now next one, fourth one, student. What is given? Which of the following is not a surd? So the option given are, first under root 7, B option cube root of 17, C is given cube root 64, and D option square root of 193. So which is not a surd? So cube root of 64 is not a surd. So we'll circle C option. This is not a surd. It is a perfect cube, na? That is, answer is 4 will come out. So it is not a surd. I hope you have done this MCQ. Now we'll move to our second question. What is given, student? Express the recurring decimal 7.529529 in P upon Q form. So let's start. Let x equal to 7.529529, that we can write in this manner, that is 7.529 and a bar over here, because these digits are recurring. 3 digit after decimal is recurring. Okay, then next, here digit 529 is recurring after decimal point. So we have to multiply 1000 on both side. So we'll multiply 1000 on both side. It will become 1000x equal to 7529.529. I can write this in this form, that is 7529.529. Now what you have to do, student? You have to subtract equation 1 from 2. So subtract equation 1 from 2. So you'll get 1000x minus x on the left hand side equal to 7529.529 minus 7.529. So when you'll do minus, here it will become 999x equal to 7522. We'll minus this. So after decimal point, it will become 0 and we'll subtract 7529 minus 7. You'll get 7522. Now you have to represent into P upon Q form. So x equal to 7522 upon 999. So final answer you'll write down, that is 7.529. You have to place a bar over here, above the 3 digits, equal to 7522 upon 999. This is your final answer. Here you have represented upon P upon Q form. I hope you have done this. Now let's move to our. Now what is given in our third question? Complete the table. Now 3 rational number between the given number. So you have to write 3 rational number between 5.2 and 5.3. There are many rational numbers, 10 rational numbers are there. So you can write many rational numbers. So I have written 5.21, 5.22 and 5.23. You can take your wish, 5.24, 25, 5.26. You can write any rational number, 3 rational number between 5.2 and 5.3. Now student, in B part, what is given? Complete the table. You have to write the order of the surd. Now first one, cube root of 7. So can you see here the order is 3. So you'll write down 3. Now second, fourth root 10. So what will be the order? 4. Here it is given under root 39. So no number is written. As you know, it is a quadratic surd. Its order is 2. And fourth one, 5 into under root 10. So here order here also it is not given. So it is square root. So it is order is 2. So I hope you have completed this table. Now students, we'll move to our next question. So simplify. The first one is 9 into root 5 minus 4 into root 5 plus under root 125. As you know, addition and subtraction you can solve when there is a same radicand. So here it is same root 5, here also is same. Now let's simplify this, that is under root 125. So I'll write 9 root 5 minus 4 into root 5 plus I can write under root 125 as 25 into 5. Now from this is perfect square. So 5 will come out. So our next step is 9 root 5 minus 4 into root 5 plus I can write 5 root 5. Now can you see all these numbers have same radicand? The surds have same radicand. So now you will add the coefficient, do operation addition and subtraction to the coefficient ahead to the given radicand sign. Okay. Now you'll write down 9 minus 4 plus 5 together and common root 5 you'll take outside. So you'll operate, that is 9 minus 4 plus 5. So you'll get 10 into root 5 as the answer. I hope you are getting it. Now we'll move to next one. What is given? 3 into root 12 into root 18. So multiplication it is. Let's simplify first. I can write root 12 as 4 into 3 also, and 18 also. 9 2s are 18. So next step I'll simplify the radicand inside. That is 3 into 4 under root 4 into 3 into under root 18 can be written as under root 9 into 2. So I'll take next step 3. From this under root 4, 2 will come out. It is a perfect square. 2 into 2 is 4. So 1 2 will come out. So 2 into root 3 into 9 into 2. So 3 will come out. So 3 into root 2. Now I'll multiply the coefficient ahead. So 3 into 2 into 3. So that is 3 2s are 6. Then 6 3s are 18. and root 3 into root 2 you'll multiply. So you'll get 18 and root 6. This is your answer. Now let's move to our next question. That is under root 310 divided by under root 5. So first let's write down in this form. That is under root 310 upon 5. So you can simplify. I can write 310. I'll write it in simple form. That is 5 into 62 upon 5. Now student, you can cancel 5 and 5. So this 5 and this 5 will get cancelled. So what remains in under root? That is root 62. So your answer is under root 62. So now we'll move to our next question. Question number 5. What is given in question number 5, students? Write the rational number in the decimal form. So to write the rational number in decimal form, we have to divide it. So the first one is 9 upon 11. So you have to divide it. So 11 outside, put 9 inside. This is dividend. So I've taken decimal over here only, 9.000. You can take like that. So 11, the first will not go na. It is 9, it is less. So 11 zeros are 0. So put decimal point above in question, this one quotient part. Then 90 it will become. So 11 8s are 88. So 90 minus 88, remainder is 2. So you will bring one zero from up down. It will become 20. So 11 ones are 11. So minus, it will get 20 minus 11, you will get remainder 9. So again put 0. So again you will divide 11 eights are 88. Again you will subtract, you will get remainder 2. Again put 0, it will become 20. You'll keep on dividing the procedure. This one repetition is taking place at division. So you'll stop, see, and you can see 8181. So the digits are repeating. So you'll stop and you'll write down final answer, that is 9 upon 11 is equal to 0.81, and the two digits after decimal, two digits are recurring. So we'll put a bar above the number. Now let's move to our next, that is 29 upon 8. So we'll divide. So 8 out is divisor, 29 is dividend. Now you'll divide. So 8 3s are 24. It will go. So 29 minus 24, remainder is 5. So now put decimal point on the question part. So bring the 0 down. So it will become 50. So 8 6 are 48. Minus 2 remainder. So put 0 1. So 20 it will become. So 8 2s are 16. 20 minus 16, 4 will remain. So 40, put 0, it will become 40. So 8 5s are 40. So remainder is 0. 40 minus 40 is 0. So here complete division is taking place. So decimal form you got 3.625. So final answer write down 29 upon 8 equal to 3.625, as there is complete division taking place. So you got 3.625. Let's move to our sixth question. What is given, students? Show that 5 plus root 7 is an irrational number. You have to prove this. So you have to prove this by indirect method. So let us assume that 5 plus root 7 is a rational number. So when it is a rational number, you can write in P upon Q form. So therefore, 5 plus root 7 equal to P upon Q, where Q is not equal to 0 and P and Q are integers. Now I'll bring this 5 to my right hand side. So next step, root 7 equal to P upon Q minus 5. Now left hand side is root 7 and right hand side is P upon Q minus 5. So here, students, the right hand side, that is P upon Q minus 5, is a rational number, while the left hand side root 7 is an irrational number. So my left hand side and right hand side is not equal. This is contradictory, means LHS is not equal to RHS. Therefore, our assumption, that is 5 plus root 7 is a rational number, is wrong. So finally 5 plus root 7 is an irrational number. This is how we have to prove by indirect method. Now let's move to our next question. Question number 7. Rationalize the denominator. First one, 3 upon 2 into root 7. So you have to multiply, you have to rationalize the denominator. So you'll multiply the numerator and denominator by root 7. So 3 upon 2 into root 7, multiply the numerator and denominator by root 7. So you'll multiply now numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator of both the terms. So it will become 3 root 7 in the numerator upon 2 into root 7 into root 7 will become 7. So next step is 3 root 7 upon 14. Now we'll move to our next question. What is given? 4 upon 7 plus 4 root 3. Now this is a binomial expression of quadratic sum. So we have to multiply by its conjugate pair. So the conjugate pair of 7 plus 4 root 3 is 7 minus 4 root 3. So multiply and multiply the numerator and denominator by 7 minus 4 root 3. So here I have multiplied our next step, that is 4 upon 7 plus 4 root 3 into 7 minus 4 root 3, numerator and denominator. So what you see, you'll multiply this. So put in bracket 4, put whole bracket, write down 7 minus 4 root 3, and in denominator it will follow a plus b, a minus b, that is a square minus b square formula. So it will become 7 square minus 4 root 3 the whole square. So next step, open the bracket. So numerator will become 4 sevens are 28 minus 4 into 4 16 root 3 upon 7 square is 49 minus 4 square is 16, root 3 square is 3. So we'll multiply now denominator, that is 49, and minus 16 into 3, that is 48. So next step is 28 minus 16 root 3 upon 49 minus 48. So 49 minus 48, denominator will become 1. So next step is 28 minus 16 into root 3 upon 1. So your final answer is 28 minus 16 root 3. I hope you got it. Let's move to next topic question, that is compare the surds. Now first one, what is given? 7 into root 2 and 5 into root 3. So you have to see which one is greater among these two surds, which one is greater, which one is smaller. So order is same. Now you have to see radicand. Directly you cannot compare. Your coefficient is there up ahead before this surd. So first we have to make the whole into radicand. So I'll write 7 root 2 equal to, if I take 7 inside this one radicand, inside the root it will become 49 into root 2 as it is. So now you can multiply 49 into 2, that is total it will become 98. Means 7 into root 2 can be written as under root 98. 5 into root 3, I'll write 5, I can write as root 25 into root 3 as it is. So I'll multiply now 25 into 3, that is under root 75. Now I can compare 98 and 75. You know 98 is greater than 75. Therefore, under root 98 is greater than 75. Therefore, 7 root 2 is greater than 5 root 3. Okay. Now, last one, that is 7 comma 2 into root 5. So, which is greater? Let's see. Now 7 I can write in root, that is under root I'll write it as 49, and 2 root 5 I'll write, that is 2 will be written as root 4 into root 5 as it is. So 4 5s are 20. Now I'll compare 49 and 20. Obvious 49 is greater. So 49 is greater than 20. Therefore under root 49 is greater than 20. Therefore 7 is greater than 2 root 5. I hope you have completed your worksheet. So stay home, stay safe, and thank you.